This type of public good is what we call a weakest link. And let's just talk about what we mean by this. The example here is eradication of smallpox. We may end up talking someday about the eradication of COVID-19. We're not there yet. We're just trying to get that thing under control right now. But right now we're talking about the eradication of smallpox. And you saw from the video, smallpox was way more serious than COVID-19 is. Even if everyone caught COVID-19, we're not going to see 30% of the people who catch it die. So it's a pretty significant thing. Now, let's talk about this. In this situation with the eradication of smallpox, let's say the United States eradicates smallpox. We did it. We invested. So just like in that last one, the United States acts if nobody else does. We eradicate smallpox in the United States. Has smallpox been eradicated? Well, no, because people come in from other countries and they'll bring smallpox with them. So let's imagine that all of the developed world eliminates smallpox. Have you eliminated it? No, because you still have, you could still have people going to, other countries and catching it there. Let's say that every country except Burkina Faso eliminates smallpox. Have we eliminated smallpox? No, because people can still spread it from Burkina Faso into here, into here, into here, into here, and then all of a sudden it's all over the place. Now we know that once you're vaccinated, you're probably not going to get it, but 20 years later, are we going to keep vaccinating everybody? I guess if you keep vaccinating everybody, that's the way. But that's hardly an eradication of it. This requires what we call universal cooperation. In other words, the problem here is that weakest link. The state that says, I don't feel like eradicating smallpox. That's going to be a problem. Free riding is a huge problem. And you saw on there how they went from house to house in India, that last bastion of smallpox. Here's the deal. India probably didn't pay that bill. That was probably the international community paying that bill, because it wasn't just India that would be in trouble if smallpox stayed in India. It's the rest of the world that'd be in trouble as well. So there was a good incentive to contribute. If one state does not participate, the whole thing fails. And so in these situations, I will only contribute if I know everybody else will. How can I be assured of this? Like for India would India do that huge, very costly house-to-house search for smallpox if everybody else said, we're not going to do that? And so India gets rid of smallpox in India, and then 5 years later, it's back in India again. Like, why would we invest all that time and money if nobody else is going to solve this problem? How can I be assured that everybody else is going to participate? What makes their promises to contribute credible? This is a really important question when we're talking about global governance. As you know, from a realist and a liberal, if you're doing U.S. foreign policy, look, there's very little trust. A state says, I will do something. Of course, China says, of course we'll reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. How do I know? What makes their promise credible? It doesn't matter if you're a realist or a liberal, you're very concerned about those questions right there on a range of different topics. All right, so now we're going to talk about the type of global public good that climate change is.